it's your old mate Yorkie here, bringing in another episode of My Humble Opinion. Starting off the October, Halloween month, 2022. Let's see what horrors they've got on for us today, shall we, on the Humble Bundle. This is the overview episode where we take a look at what's actually on there, and then we, over the course of the month, take a look at the games individually with a bit of a let's try. And try and find one that I want to do a longer let's try, possibly a full let's play with. Alright, we have Deathloop, never heard of it. Monster Train First Class, never heard of it. Little Hope Dark Pictures Anthology, I won't be doing a let's try of that because it's already on the channel, go check it out. Disciples Liberation, never heard of it. Made of Scur, name rings a bell, don't know anything about it. Epic Jeff, sorry. Railroad Corporation, I thought I had that, but it's actually Railroad Empire I've got. And Golf Gang, which makes me concerned that might be multiplayer, but I've no idea. Let's step within and have a look at each one. Right. Deathloop. Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter from Arcane Leon, the award-winning studio behind Dishonored. In Deathloop, two rival assassins are trapped in a mysterious time loop on the island of Blackreef, doomed to repeat the same day for eternity. Oh, so basically it's a shooter version of Groundhog Day. As Colt, the only chance for escape. What's the other one? Who was the other guy called? Smith and Wesson? As Colt, the only chance for escape is to end the cycle by assassinating 8 key targets before the day resets. Learn from each cycle, try new paths, gather intel, and find new weapons and abilities. Do whatever it takes to break the loop. If at first you don't succeed, die again. The new loop is an opportunity to change things up. Use the knowledge you gain, make attempts to change up your playstyle, stealthily sneaking past levels or barreling into first fight, guns blazing. In each loop, you'll discover new secrets, gather intel on your targets, as well as the island of Blackreef, and expand your arsenal. And with a host of otherworldly abilities and savage weaponry, you'll utilise every tool at your command to execute takedowns, as striking as they are devastating. Customise your loadout wisely to survive in this deadly game of Hunter vs Hunted. Single-player gameplay injected with deadly multiplayer. You're the hero or the villain. You'll experience Deathloop's main story as Colt hunting down targets across the island of Blackreef to break the loop and earn your freedom. All the while, you'll be hunted by your rival Juliana, who can be controlled by another player. Can be, that's important because I don't do multiplayer usually. So if you're feeling devious, you too can step into Juliana's stylish sneakers and invade another player's campaign to kill Colt. The multiplayer experience is completely optional, good, and players can choose to have Juliana controlled by AI within their campaign. The island of Blackreef, paradise or prison. Arcane is renowned for magnificently artistic worlds with multiple pathways and emergent gameplay. Deathloop will present a stunning retro future, 60s inspired environment. Okay, that feels like a character within itself. While Blackreef may be a stylish wonderland, for Colt it is his prison, a world ruled by decadence where death has no meaning, and delinquents party forever, not keeping him captive. Alright, let's go to VT, but before I do, let me say this doesn't sound like my kind of game, but I'm always willing to be convinced.
Colt.
What?
You'll never, ever break this loop.
There's no never here. Just you, me, and the rest of these maniacs.
Bring it, baby.
This is Ramblin' Frank's Matinee. This little ditty goes out to the handsome asshole trying to break our loop. Colt, the visionaries are ready to dance. Are you?
Toxic illusion, falling deeper spiral time. Static delusion, this be true. This is death
Alright.
Stay still for like a second! Die already! You're doomed! Somebody's still in fight team.
Okay.
Where you been hiding? Boy, do I got a bone to pick with you. Let's do it again tomorrow.
What to do when the bullet is the same, but the kill is always new.
Song's over, people. And so is Ramblin' Frank. The rest of you motherfuckers are next.
Oh, it's Bethesda's as well. Bethesda as a AAA company are on my "you convinced me to play your games" list. So that's scoring no points with me. It's 90% cinematics by the look of it. Some brief gameplay moments that aren't really giving any incentive. I will be playing it. I will be trying it. It's got a 78% rating, so only mostly positive. And it's $60. If it's good, then that definitely is worth the humble bundle. It doesn't look like something I'm going to be into. As I say, I'm always open to being convinced. Monster Train. Hell has frozen over. Only you can protect the final burning pyre from the forces of heaven and restore the inferno. Everyone likes to play evil, don't they? Well, many do. Monster Train brings a new strategic layer to roguelike deck building. I can enjoy those. With 3 vertical play fields to defend. Really? Visit powerful locations. To take back Hell, you'll need to power up. Choose your route carefully. Different locations give different benefits. Upgrade your champion, recruit powerful units, upgrade cards, gain passive bonuses, or duplicate any card in your deck. Okay. Could be good. Could be crap as well. We'll see. It's got a 96% overwhelming rating. Don't know how many votes though. It's one thing I wish that Humble Bundle did was show how many votes it's got. With 5 clans to choose from, each has its own unique and surprising gameplay. 5 clans, different. Okay, so the different forms. Pick your primary and supporting clan. Okay, so you get 2. To gain access to all cards from both. During your run, you will be able to improve cards by mixing and matching upgrades to open up new roads to victory. You can even duplicate your favourite card at certain map nodes before facing off against the final boss. No playthrough is ever the same. You'll never play the same deck twice. Over 220 cards. Build up your deck from 10 different starter decks. 5, so that's 22 in each starter deck, is it? Or other extra cards after the starter deck. 5 monster clans, each with different gameplay. Each clan has 10 levels to unlock. I won't be playing multiplayer, so that's irrelevant to me. Upgrade your clan specific champion multiple times. Mod support through Steam Workshop. Okay. Upgrade any card twice. More than 21 random events. Oh, so there's events in it. Good. That's good. That adds the potential for story building. There's been 3 updates. Friends and Foes update. Well, Mutations update. I don't know if they're part of this or not. Let's go to VT. Best deck builder. Alright. Choose your clans and fight. I'm not seeing what the twist is. I mean, there's 3 levels, but okay. I'm intrigued to see it. Definitely intrigued to see it. But I have no idea how good it's going to be. Again, the gameplay that it showed there was, I'd say, minimal, in that it was just clip, 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 rather than actually showing some consistent gameplay. That's usually the case, though, let's face it. I don't know what the difference is with having 3 levels. Do you lose if you lose any level? Do you only have to win 1 level? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, or we'll at least see if it's worth pursuing it to find out. So that one I'm intrigued by. $32, 96% overwhelming positive. Dark Pages Anthology, Little Hope. Experience upgraded version of Little Hope, available now. New to this upgrade, difficulty setting and QTE warnings. Improved UI and interactions, updated bearings, design, triggers, etc., etc. The Dark Pigs Anthology is a series of intense standalone branching cinematic horror games featuring single and multiplayer modes. I only play single player, obviously, as you know. 4 college students and their professor become stranded in an abandoned town of Little Hope. Oh, there's a fire, but why was it abandoned? That's intrigued. Trapped by an impenetrable fog, they desperately try. They try desperately to escape, while witnessing terrifying visions from the past. They must figure out the motivation of these apparitions before the evil force at work drags each of their souls to hell. Witness terrifying visions of the past, haunted by these events of the 17th century Andover witch trials. Escape the hideous apparitions that relentlessly pursue them through the fog. Play online with a friend. Nope. Abandon hope, all who enter here. Well, we'll go to VT, just to show you what they've got on the VT.
Going the wrong way.
It's fine, just a quick detour. What happened? Where are we?
We're near Little Hope.
Sounds like a fun place.
Funnily enough, Little Hope does have an interesting and dark history.
The way this fog just appears, it's not natural.
Seems the fog won't let us go anywhere except into the center of town.
What the hell is this thing?
A warning, perhaps.
Get off of me! What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope?
There's someone else out here, by the fire.
Come play. Come play with me.
My God, what do we do?
What the hell is that?
Get the hell out of there!
I'm next.
She is the one in league with the devil.
There we have it. Now, any of you that's actually Take a look at the channel in general today knows that just today I already started a playthrough of Little Hope. So I won't be doing a let's play of that, because I'm already doing the playthrough. That said, that means a good piece of news to one person who wants this. That key hasn't been used. You see it right there? Try and claim it. It's only one key. It'll only work for one person, the first person to grab it. I already own Little Hope, so that's up to you folks. Moving on. Disciples Liberation. 7.9 out of 10, 7%, only mostly positive. $40 game. Disciples Liberation is a mature dark fantasy strategy RPG with turn-based combat. Liberate the land of Nevandar and uncover the endless stories hidden within this richly detailed world, where every decision has a consequence and every wrong move could be deadly. Okay. So what is this, Souls-like but with turn-based combat? Explore a rich overworld and align with a variety of in-world factions, from a human empire tinged by religious extremism to the dark forces of the undead led by a mad queen. Assemble a team to gather precious resources, sway political standing, and take on brutal beasts in intricate turn-based battles. Choice is everything in Disciples Liberation, and it's up to you how you write the story. 80+ hour single player campaign. Experience a sprawling dark fantasy epic with over 3 acts, with more than 270 quests and objectives, and 5 unique endings to unlock. Is it a single character game? Explore a war-torn realm, journey through a sprawling world in ruin, and work to unearth its endless secrets, hidden treasuries, and bloody past. Write your own story. Pick from 4 uniquely skilled classes and define your place in the world, recruiting others to your cause with an assortment of factions. Build a base, take on quests for precious resources, and use your political savvy to build a place of planning and sanctuary. Fight for your life, recruit 50+ units, and amass an army best suited for your playstyle. Own both steel and spell in intricate turn-based combat. So is combat with your army rather than a party travelling with you? Interesting. Challenge deadly bosses, test your mettle and pit your party or army, which is it? Is it both? I don't know. Against terrific monsters and beasts, each requiring a unique strategy. Unlikely, but I get what you're saying. I mean, there's probably some variance in what you want to do, but generally speaking, it's not all. Every different boss needs a different strategy. Choice is everything. Let your decisions guide your fate and directly influence what sort of leader you become. Fight your friends. Put forth the ultimate challenge and battle for supremacy into... No, don't do that. Alright, let's go to VT. You know from the fact that I played Kingmaker, I'm playing Wrath of the Righteous, hopefully this time to conclusion, etc. That I enjoy this kind of game. Usually. We'll see what it is. Has to be a good one of this kind of game, though. Got a bit of an internet sticky moment here. Nels are feeling that classic pants.
It's your death.
7s and 8s. Bitch, quit rate 6. I mean, it's only 75% mostly positive, not overwhelmingly positive or all positive, etc. But you know, very positive. But that's okay. I say I have enjoyed several of these types of games, so I'm open to this. Now, here's the thing about me selecting this as my playthrough for the month. 80 hours. I'm not going to finish that in 1 month. If I choose this one, when it gets to next month, it's going to be a decision as to whether I carry on this one or whether I bring a new one in place of it, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But this one I am really intrigued to see. The 75 makes me go, why isn't it above that? But that's fine. Things often get slated by people for various reasons. Doesn't mean I won't like it. Made of Scur. What is Scur and how to get made of it? Oh no, MAID, sorry. Right. Brave the nightmares with the quiet ones. Shh. Do not panic. Do not even breathe. Made of Scur is first-person survival horror. Set in a remote hotel with a gory and macabre history from British folklore. Okay. Intrigued as a Brit myself. Armed with only a defensive sound device, you'll utilize stealth tactics to avoid death among a cult of sound-based AI enemies. Usually screw up stealth, so that's going to be challenging. Set in 1898 and inspired by the haunting Welsh tale of Elizabeth Williams. I'm going to have to look that up if I remember. This is a story of a family empire driven by torture, slavery, piracy, and supernatural mystery that suffocated the grounds of the motel. Created and developed by Wales Interactive, with a plot crafted by the writing talent and designers behind the likes of Soma. Soma was good. I didn't get all the way through it. Don't Knock Twice, never heard of it. In Battlefield 1, never played it. I've heard of it. Okay. Let's go to VT. This one is another one that's got me thinking, could be good. Could also be garbage. We'll see. Beautiful singing. That doesn't make the game though. But it is good background. Nice graphics. So far. What the hell is that thing? He don't look friendly. So you get in particular traps or distractions? Interesting. This could be a game I really enjoy. I don't know for sure, it's just a brief overview. But it reminds me, in some ways, of Plague Tale Innocence and of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Both games I loved. Had some issues at the end of Plague Tale Innocence, but that was all my lack of skill. Even though I'm not skilled at this kind of thing, I could very well enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. It is 81%. It is on the very positive range. So that is a good thing. Now, let me just look up. What was her name? I want to look that up. Elizabeth Williams. American art director. I don't think that's the one. Scur House, Wikipedia. Historic building in if it's made of Scur, then it's got to be related to this. Historic building in Wales. Sorry for taking a step aside, but I'm intrigued to learn the background. Originally built as a monastic grange, so for the monks then, of the Cistercian order over 900 years ago. It's situated just outside the town of Porthcawl, near Bridgend. Little remains of the original structure. It's quite nice. That's all the rebuilding, of course. And it was completely rebuilt in the late 16th century. Its residential form appears to have been determined by the preceding monastic grange. The house was made famous as the basis of R.D. Blackmore's book, The Maid of Scur. So it's based on the book, is it? Interesting. The South Wing eventually collapsed. Well, this is all about in fiction. Scur has made famous through R.D. Blackmore's Maid of Scur, published in 1872. Wow, over 150 years old. Also reputed to be haunted. Let's see, The Maid of Scur is a 3-volume novel that was written by R.D. Blackmore and published in 1872. The novel is set in the late 18th century and is about an elderly fisherman who unravels the mysterious origins of a foundling child who is washed ashore. That's fascinating. Alright, I know I haven't got everything there, but I will go back to Humble Opinion, and I'm looking forward to trying that one. I am. Epic Chef. Doesn't look like my kind of game. I see what they're going for. I've seen games like this before. Overcooked, isn't it? One of them, similar. I could be wrong. That's my guess from this. Epic Chef is a story-driven adventure game. Interesting. Flavoured with live sim farming and crafting elements. Okay, that's already gone up in my opinion. Blended together into one delicious dish via an interactive cooking experience, all served with a side of humour and an elaborate cast of characters inspired by classics such as Mr. Ajiko, never heard of it, or the writing of Sir Terry Pratchett. Don't you say you're inspired by the writing of Sir Terry Pratchett and serve up garbage. This better be bloody good. I'm a big fan of Terry's. Not the biggest. There's people who can beat me to answers to questions like that. But and I never did finish his last book because it was released after he died, and I just I couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't. I miss him too much. Miss his work too much. I don't know anything about him much. But I'm a big fan of his work. Grab your spatula. Start on your journey to become Epic Chef. Also, GNU Terry Pratchett. In Epic Chef, you will combine ingredients, stirring and tossing with culinary precision to bring out the flavour elements of vigour, sophistication and spirit in your dishes. This forms the core of the cooking experience that you must master in order to become the best chef in Ambrosia. How is it inspired by Terry? I see it's a comedic thing, but how is it inspired by Terry? Do not say that and not have something that makes me think, wow. 82% very positive. Dish synergy and ingredient properties combine with a dynamic recipe creation system, meaning that you can experiment with thousands of different combinations to create a unique menu of decadent delights. Serving rats with tomatoes and potatoes. Shouldn't it be on a stick or in a bun? With the ketchup costing twice as much because you don't want to eat rat without ketchup. Told you I love Terry. Don't you mean tomato souffle and vermin slices in starchy cream? Slight touch of the French restaurant there. From Terry's Hogfather, I believe. Yeah, Hogfather. Take on bitter rival chefs in epic culinary clashes to see who is crowned Cooking King in ambrosial dishes. A scored of ambrosial dish. Take on bitter rival chefs in epic culinary clashes to see who is crowned Cooking King of ambrosial dishes as scored on a... Huh? Did you lose track of your sentence? As scored on a variety of things, from ingredients to flavours, strength and more. No two judges have the same taste. Become an even greater chef by utilising the addition of sauces to alter the properties of your dishes and influence the judges to win their favour. Homegrown and homemade. Live off your land by growing foods such as fruit and vegetables. Gather resources to craft specialized machinery that can process your ingredients further, and even create new recipes components, while you tend to an eclectic mix of animal livestock, from cows to unicorns. Don't forget to repair and customize your dilapidated and slightly haunted villa. This could be more interesting than I think. Welcome to Ambrosia. It's got 82%. Very positive. A place of gastronomic delight and agricultural wonder, renowned the world over. You are free to explore all that Ambrosia has to offer, from winding narrow streets to lush green fields, from quaint restaurants to bustling taverns, all full to the brim with friendly locals eager to meet you. Let's go to VT. Running a bit of an internet
Welcome
issue.
to a land of gastronomic delight.
Okay.
Of quaint restaurants and world-class cookery. A place where taste buds tap dance on your tongue from the moment you arrive to the moment you bid farewell. Welcome to Ambrosia! Local produce, freshly grown by our farmers, is lovingly peeled, chopped, stirred, tossed, and crafted into delectable and unique dishes found nowhere else on Earth. And then, and only then, do the food feuds begin. And cooks from all corners of the world fight to become the epic chef. Welcome to Ambrosia!
Okay. Again, it's pretty much cinematics, with some basis on cinematics based on gameplay, I think, but still. Go to the second VT and just see what this one's got to offer. It's a 2-minute one.
Product not yet rated.
So it looks like it's... It might possibly have some of my time at Porsche, my time at Sandrock, in that life sim with crafting. Intriguing. Okay. And a Benny Hill Ernie there. Interesting. You know, I've been saying I'm always willing to be convinced. I took one look at this and thought, some kind of overcooked type thing, probably. Maybe even something along the lines of Cook Serve Delicious, although I doubt it. I watched these and I'm thinking that's not it. It's a lot more story driven, which is good. That fits right on the channel. Possibly more depth than what I've seen, because I've only seen a bit of Overcooked streamed. I have played Cook Serve Delicious too. Yeah, this has got me fascinated now. Doesn't mean I'm willing to say it's good. And they've done one thing that you've already heard. You better serve up after that. And your dish better be hot. Don't name drop Terry Pratchett unless you're bringing something great to the table. Because I won't be paying the bill otherwise. That's it, I'll be on. Alright, $25, 82%. Let's see how it goes. Railroad Corporation. Relive the pioneering spirit of Golden Age steam by establishing your own railroad corporation, a railroad empire, which is again my own. I don't own this, but I own a railroad empire. Across 19th century America. 74%. Not great, mostly positive. Race at Mind you, a lot of these games can get that because not like necessarily this type of game. Race against the time to bring settlements together, produce and trade goods, and develop new technologies. Embark on your dream career and earn your fortune in the new world. Work to fulfill contracts and complete missions based on historic rail networks across the USA. Lay down tracks, dig tunnels, and raise bridges to connect settlements, big and small, old and new. Strategy and forward planning are essential to make the best deals. So you'll need to be across every aspect of your organisation. You need to be what across it? Splattered across it? I don't know. Control and combine resources. Establish new industries. Okay. And even lobby politicians to change the law of the land. Okay. See, my first thought when I read the first bit was, if I go Railroad Empire, or Railway Empire, whatever it is, I've got multiple lands, not just the USA. Now, some of those are from expansion packs, I know, but some of them aren't. If I go Transport Fever 2, same thing. So I'm like, what is this going to add? But lobbying and things like that, building new industries, which certainly isn't part of Transport Fever 2. Establish a profitable railroad corporation in Golden Age of Steam, construct a vast transportation network and trade goods, engage in political lobbying, acquire your own buildings and real estate. Again, that's not in all games. Expand your operations with new departments, recruit employees and manage local loans. Also, the graphics are a bit different from the others, so that's something. Graphics are just what makes the game nice, they're not what makes the game good to play. Buy, control and maintain historically accurate locomotives and rolling stock. Blast, dig and tunnel across beautiful frontier landscapes of 19th century America. Compete with that's irrelevant to me, I don't do multiplayer. Fully focus on growing the corporation and expanding your trade network in sandbox mode. Intriguing. Let's go to VT.
Ever since I was young, there was all this talk about the new lines coming through, changing life as we know it. One day, I saw it with my very own eyes. New tracks are being built, businesses starting up, and those trains sure did come.
So it's 3 years old. I've never played it. Certainly seems like it's deeper than just a railroad management game. So I'm intrigued to see it. I don't know if it'll come to the channel. I'm wondering if that voiceover is just for the cinematics, the trailer, or if there's actually a voiceover on missions and stuff as well. I don't know if it'll come to the channel. Usually management games like this, they might not do. But I'm intrigued to see it. It might, I'll decide then. Golf Gang. It's a racing game. It's a party game. It's the fastest game of mini golf you'll ever play. Lend precision to speed and dominate in 8-player online mayhem or hone your skills in solo speedrun. Okay, so there is solo. What is it? It's $10, so it's cheap. Even if it's fantastic, it wouldn't justify paying it for Humble Bundle in and of itself. Because Humble Bundle is $12 plus tax. 88%, it's got a really good rating. Multiplayer Madness, don't care. Mod Scene, don't really care. Golf for Glory. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to have these, but I don't really care about it for a game like this. Compete with your mates, again, don't care. Customize everything, turn heads on the course with custom skins, tails. Okay. Let's go to VT. It's not thrilling my gorilla right now, I'll tell you that. Okay. You need to scream in my ear for what reason?
Get out of the way!
What have I done?
What's going on, man? No!
It might.
Can someone clip that, please? Because that was incredible.
I hit you and it just... I'm back at the start.
It might be a game that I find fun, depending on how it runs, to play in my off time. I don't think it'll come to channel. It doesn't look like anything story mode can be taken out of this, really. It might be something I enjoy in my off time, just as a few minutes here and there. But I can't say it's thrilling me. The 88% gives me hope. We'll see how it goes. Alright, what's next? Back to Deathloop. Right, let's have a quick scan over what we've got here. Deathloop doesn't look like my kind of game. Monster Train First Class, I'm intrigued. Little Hope I'm already playing. So for me, that's kind of a win, but I already own it. Disciples, definitely interested in seeing it. Made of Scur, absolutely interested. Epic Chef, very interested in seeing it. Railroad Corporation, moderately interested. Golf Gang, don't really care. So there's only 2 I don't care about. There's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I really want to see. They might all turn out to be garbage, but I really want to see them. One that I'm moderately interested in, one that I like enough to be playing already because I own it. So this could be a good month. We'll have to see what it looks like when we actually get to the Let's Plays, which will be produced over the course of the month. Right, I'll see you around. I've been your old mate Yorkie, and this has been my humble opinion overview for October 2022.